December 7th, 1941, the world's most powerful fleet sits in perfect formation. Battleships, steel giants, bristling with firepower, guard the Pacific. They think they're invincible. They are not. From above, a new kind of war descends. Not another navy, not bigger guns. Something battleships were never built to fight. Explosions, fire, chaos. In 2 hours, America's great battleships are reduced to wreckage. The kings of the ocean are no longer kings at all. For centuries, power at sea was measured in size. The biggest ship with the biggest guns ruled the waves. But then, something changed. Battleships weren't built for the future. They were slow, predictable, and worst of all, blind to the skies. Then came the aircraft carrier. It didn't need to chase its enemy. It didn't need to see its target. It could strike from beyond the horizon, before the battleship even knew it was in danger. A battleship needed to see its target. A carrier? It could destroy you from 500 kilometers away. And in 1942 at Midway, the final proof arrived. The Battle of Midway, the most decisive naval battle in history, marked a turning point in the fortunes of war. Japan's warships, armed to the teeth and brimming with confidence, had more firepower, more ships, and more experience than ever before. Before Japan even realized where the American fleet was stationed, their own ships were already engulfed in flames. The battleship had one fatal flaw. It had to be in the fight to be effective. An aircraft carrier? It could end the fight before it even began. In a single battle, 4 Japanese fleet carriers were gone. The shift was complete. The battleship was obsolete. Today, aircraft carriers rule the oceans, but they don't fight alone. Carriers don't just launch jets anymore. They control drones, command hypersonic missile strikes, dominate entire battlefields without ever being seen. And the battleships? They are museum pieces. But let's be real, nothing stays on top forever. If battleships were replaced by aircraft carriers, what replaces the carrier? Drones? Hypersonic missiles? A fleet that doesn't even sail the oceans? History is a cycle. Every dominant force falls. Every superweapon meets its match. Every king falls. For decades, aircraft carriers have ruled the seas. Floating airfields of destruction. They project power anywhere, strike anywhere, and no enemy can hide from their reach. But do they really rule? Or are they already obsolete? Because something is happening. Something even aircraft carriers aren't prepared for. Here's the dirty little secret no one tells you. Aircraft carriers were designed for the wars of the past. They dominate the oceans. But what happens when war is no longer fought on the ocean? Think about it. A carrier needs runways, pilots, fuel, supply chains. But the next war? It won't wait for a carrier to arrive. It won't need pilots. It won't need runways. It will come at hypersonic speed. The world is changing, and the threats we face are evolving faster than our defenses. It's time to confront the uncomfortable truth. Reliance on traditional naval power may no longer be enough. The future of conflict lies in unseen battles fought far from the oceans we once ruled. What if I told you a $15 billion carrier can be destroyed by a missile that costs just a few million? Hypersonic missiles don't just move fast. They change direction mid-flight. No radar can track them. No defense system can stop them. And the worst part? Carriers weren't built to survive them. Right now, the biggest naval powers in the world are investing everything in aircraft carriers. But ask yourself this, does any of it matter? Because the next war won't be fought with jets taking off from decks. The next war won't even need an ocean. If battleships became floating targets, if carriers are next, then what's left? The kings of war were never the ships, not the battleship, not the carrier. It was never about who ruled the seas. Because today, war isn't fought on the ocean. It's fought from the shadows, from the sky, from space. The future of war doesn't need oceans. It doesn't need ships. It only needs one thing. Whoever strikes first.